Okay folks, purpose of these videos is for me, the brilliant expat Taffy, to display to the world how stupid NASA shills are. Now, these NASA shills make so many stupid comments, they think they won't go further than the person they are talking to. But I'm going to change that, like I did with another one of the idiots. His name at the time was John Miller. I made a video based on his stupid comments. What do you know, folks? It's bye-bye. He's gone. He couldn't face the shame of his stupidity being displayed on YouTube to the world. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this series now. This video is about a stupid comment by, as you can see from the title, an idiot cleric 58. Let's take a look at his comment, shall we? Okay folks, here's a comment by that cleric 58 regarding a recent video of mine where I showed the same area, what you can see under these words here, the same landscape. In one case it's got a lem in it, and the other case there is no lem. It's what I described in a video years ago as NASA's disappearing lem. Now, I doubt if you can read that, so I'll split it up for you. Here you are folks. Here's the comment by, the first part of the comment by this idiot cleric 58. Expat Taffy, where's the lem in photos AS15-82-11059 and 11060 when you can see it in AS15-88-11866? Now, that's a question I'm asking you. I'm the one who pointed it out, that you can't see it in some of these photos, but you can in others. I'm asking you, and we'll take a look at your answer for that, shall we? Here you are folks, here's the first part of that idiot's comment. Why can't you see the lem in this photo, 11059? Why can't you see the lem? And he's going to try to answer that. Here you are folks, the next part of his comment. Why can't you see it in this photo? -82-60. He's asking why you can't see it in this one as well. Like I said, I'm the one asking that question. But he agrees you can see the lem in this one. And he's going to try and provide an explanation why the previous two photos of the same mountain, the same area, didn't show any sign of the lem. Let's look at his explanation, folks. And here's his explanation, folks. Well, if you had done any research in the journal, you would know that the rover went on a little journey during the time between these two photos. What do you think of that, folks? 3 photos, the same area, the same mountain. You can see the craters on the mountain. The first 2 photos, no lem, but the third photo has got a lem and a rover, and according to this idiot, you can't see the lem in the first 2 photos because the rover went on a small journey. Let me tell you, this cleric is so thick, he's got to be the idiot one big monkey, whose real name is Paul White, and he works for NASA, and he's got access to NASA's photo gallery to make up any description he wants. And that's something he's already obviously made up and just put in the bloody description for the photos. The rover went on a journey. Now tell us where the bloody lem went. We're concerned about where the lem went. Okay folks, let's take a look at the final part of this idiot's comment here, shall we? How far did it go? Excuse me idiot, we're not concerned how far the bloody rover went. We're talking about the lem. Where did the lem go and where did it come from? And then he goes on to say, have another look at the sequence AS15-82-11057, AS15-82-11058, AS15-82-11059, and AS15-82-11060, which shows the lem in the distance, and pans around to the right. Dave at the back of the rover is close to the camera. From this position, Mount Hadley is going to look hardly any different from AS 15-88-11866. Now, Cleric, with you mentioning that lem in the distance down there, that's going to prove what a stupid, mentally insane idiot you are, as you'll see with the rest of this video. If you were looking down there and you can see the lem, and then you pan around to the right, you will not see the lem over here on the right, stupid, in front of another mountain. What they're showing there is you've got two lems, one down there, one there. Okay folks, let's start taking a look at some of these photos, shall we? We're first going to look at an Apollo 15 lem, which is smack in the front of a mountain, and it's got an astronaut to the left and a rover to the right, and you can distinctly see craters on the mountain behind the lem. Let's take a look at it. Okay, Cleric, let's proceed by showing what a stupid prat you are, shall we? We've got the 15 lem here, 88-11-866, up against the mountain that's got the 4 small craters on the left, the 2 craters on the right, and the rover and the astronaut. And anyone can see that this is fake because the astronaut has not got an aerial. Oh yes, I know. Yes, check with NASA. They claim he broke it off. Yes. They've got a plaster for every wound, haven't they? Every time something is discovered that's not right. Making things up as they go along. Well, let's see what you can make up for the photos I got to show you coming up, Cleric. Here you are, Cleric, idiot. AS 15-92-12433. The same hill, the craters, the rover, but no lem. Where's it gone, Cleric? Here's another one, Cleric. You said they moved the rover. Yes, the rover's gone. The hill is still there. The craters are still there. 4 craters to the left, 2 craters to the right. And what we got in this one is the excavated crater at Houston. But where's the lem, Cleric? It's gone missing again. Look at that, Cleric. NASA's lem that went away, it's come back another day. Same hill, lem in front of the hill, and rover in front of the lem. And on the hill you can see the 2 craters. And next thing, as I showed before, tell me why would they need a battery charger on the moon? And now for some real photos coming to show that you're a stupid bloody idiot. Okay, Cleric, first thing to notice about this photo, this Apollo 15 lem, it's been photoshopped. Step 1. Next thing, Cleric, one thing to notice about this photo is there is no shadow from the lem or the flag. And I'll give you a zoomed up view of that. Another thing is the tracks are all fake. Now in this one, 56, you can only see one track coming down to the bottom left-hand corner, but in the bottom right-hand corner, pan to the right, in the next photo, you will see a fake track, but it's far too wide, a lot wider than the track going across, and there's more evidence of fakery in the tracks now, which I will educate you on. Here you are, Cleric, a single track in a curve from a 4-wheeled vehicle is impossible. There would have to be crossovers. Here you are, Cleric, Paul the Pratt, 11057 is photoshopped. Okay, for the benefit of the idiot, Cleric, here's why the tracks are fake. Down this track you can see a centre line, and the indentations are 90 degrees to the line of travel. That's not what you get from the rover wheel, whereby the grip bars are all 45 degrees to the line of travel, and they crisscross in the centre, so they cannot leave a centre line. And here's a better view of it coming up. Here you are, Cleric, idiot, mentally insane twat. Here's the tracks compared. The lower half of the photo shows the genuine tracks from that rover wheel. The above shows the fake ones. What I just dealt with there is a photo that idiot, Cleric, claims was a genuine photo of the LEM on the moon, the far distant one. And as I've just shown you, it is fake for a number of reasons. One, no shadow from the LEM, no shadow from the flag, fake rover tracks, and another thing that I'm going to be proving to you in a couple of frames on fake, and I'll be giving you the proof of that. You may have all noticed a difference in my video presentation here. A lot wider. That's because I got fed up with the cheap Logitech webcam whereby my voice was going out of sync with my lips. So I decided to invest in the more expensive one, the latest model, the C922 Pro. And as you can see, it's quite a lot better. Still learning about it, but one thing I just noticed is this. As they say, two heads are better than one. Let me show you a similar photo of Apollo 17. AS17-134-20506. Now, it's got the same features as the Apollo 15 one, except that the mountains have been changed in the background. It's got no shadow from the LEM, it's got no shadow from the flag, it's got a curved track, single track coming down from the LEM to the bottom left hand corner of the photo, exactly the same as Apollo 15. And another thing, it's got the same track as Apollo 15, as I'm going to show you. And another thing, it's been photoshopped. Cleric, here you are, Cleric, AS17-134-42506, and exactly the same as the Apollo 15 one. An identical LEM that's got no shadow, and a flag that's got no shadow. And as you can see, there is a curved track, rover track, coming from the LEM going down to the bottom left hand corner of the photo, exactly the same in the Apollo 15 one. And I'm going to show you more similarities. Now folks, pay particular attention to the encircled area and where I've got that arrow. What you've got there is a fake track, and it seems to be coming down a little slope from a high level to a low level. Now that track by there is exactly the same in the Apollo 15 far off LEM, and it's also in another Apollo 17 photo where there is no LEM, but there is a rover. That step down track appears in 3 different photos, folks, as you will see coming up. There you are, folks. I've combined the 2 LEMs here, the distant LEMs, Apollo 15 on the left and Apollo 17 on the right, and look at the similarities. Both the photos have got a spotlight at the top of the photo. Both the photos have got a lens flare exactly the same place. Both the photos have got mountains behind the LEM, but different in each one. Both of them have got fake rover tracks. A track coming from the LEM curving down to the bottom left of the photo, and the same with Apollo 17, a track curving from the LEM coming to the bottom left of the photo. And as I've showed you, both the tracks are fake. Now let's take a look at another combined photo I've done for you. Okay, Cleric, what have we got here? We haven't got the LEM now, we've got the rover. But this is the same foreground as was in the photos for the Apollo 15 and the Apollo 17 LEMs. Just look at the similarities you got. Instead of a curved track from the LEM, you've got a curved track coming down from the rover. And what's it doing at point A? It's going down a dip and levelling out at the bottom, exactly the same as on the 2 LEMs, Apollo 17 LEM and the Apollo 15 LEM. The same foreground with just a bit of CGI done here and there. Here you are, Cleric, taken from a different angle. The rover hasn't moved, but look at that dip down track now. What have we got? We've suddenly got 2 shadows in it. A shadow to the left and a shadow to the right. Now, how about you explaining what's making those shadows, Cleric? Because there's no stones there, there's no objects there to create the shadows. So what is creating the shadows? This is one thing not one of you will tackle, will you? There you are, Cleric. A fake track. Indentations on the left are 90 degrees to the line of travel, and indentations on the right are 45 degrees to the line of travel, as they should be. And what are these two black images? I don't see any stones or any rocks or anything that could create them. So let's have you explain what they are. Something none of you will ever attempt, will you? The only one who've attempted that is the idiot Brian Pop Robson, who states he cannot see these black shadows. They must be pareidolia. But what are they? Let's take a closer look, shall we? Here you are, Cleric. Here's what the brilliant expat Taffy thinks they are. The black shadow on the left is the shape of a head of a barking dog or a growling bear. You can even see a white eyeball with a black pupil looking forward. You can see a mouth and you can see front fangs. And the other side, you can see the head of a Thai Buddha with the mottled hair down the back and the point at the top. And that's exactly the same as a clue you'll get in a Mars photo. So it's the same one making the Mars photos as making the Apollo photos and putting in the same whistleblowers clues. What about that, Cleric? Well, what about that, Cleric? I bet you feel a right crap after that, don't you? An idiot who had the audacity to tell me, the brilliant expat Taffy, to do some more research. Now, tell you what, Cleric, let's have you, let's have that other idiot, foreskin pivot, the other idiot, prove it. Let's have all of you give an explanation for those black figures on the moon's surface in that Apollo 17 photo where the rover is stationary, isn't it? Let's have you give an explanation for them so we can take your comment and do another video proving how stupid you are with your explanations for those markings.